I want to talk to you today about belt pouch survival kits. I'm a big proponent of the belt pouch. I always have been. I've had many versions throughout the years. This just happens to be my latest one. The belt pouches are great and they allow us to bridge the gap between what we carry in our pockets and what we carry in our packs. Now, I really see like three philosophies of uses, if you will, behind your belt pouch. One is emergencies only. You pack it, and then the only times you get into it are when you check the contents to make sure they're still okay, or when things come unstuck and you need them. Your second use is it's a daily use items. You're in and out it all the time. You use it for collection. You got your most used items in there. Then you have your third use, which is a combination. You have your daily use items, and then you have your emergency supplies. Now this one here, I set it up as an emergency use only. It's about as maxed out on size and weight for a belt pouch that I want to go, and that's a key factor with a belt pouch. You really have to be cautious with the size of pouch you choose, because it can get uncomfortable and too bulky and you're not going to carry it, and that's a big no-no. You got to carry it. You got to have it on your person at all times. Even if you just take a piece of 550 and make like a little strap and wear it like a purse. That way you have a big heavy pack belt on, or if you got a lot of winter clothing on, you can still have this with you when you need it. So we're going to go through the contents. Now, as with all survival kits, you need to tailor it to your specific needs and your environment. I think this is a pretty broad item kit, so it's not very environmentally specific, so I think it'll cover most everybody wherever they're at. But there are going to be things in here you're not going to want, and there are going to be things in here that you do want. So adjust it accordingly. This was probably the quickest belt pouch I had ever put together. I had just used things that I had in my odds and ends boxes, and so there are ways I could reduce space and size, but I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out, so I just gonna leave it like this for now. I will say, even though there is food procurement, there is no readily edible food in here, and there is no first aid outside of some duct tape. So if those two items are very important for you to have on your person, then by all means adjust fire and drive on, as they say. So we're gonna go through it in no particular order. I'm gonna bring the stuff out and we'll talk about it. So first we got our first set of signaling tools. We have a little pinchy light, great for signaling at night and finding your way around a little bit. And then we have a whistle. This whistle will travel further and last a lot longer than your voice ever will. Let me come in a little bit here for you. So we have our whistle. Next thing we have, whoops, that was two things, is some cordage. This is just some real thin, like mil-spec kind of cordage. Then I have a few fire starting things here. We have 2 wet fire tinder cubes, and then I have 2 survival matches that I showed you how to make in a previous video. Kind of an odd item, but this is a large fish hook. It can be used as a gaff to land fish. You could use it as a hunting kind of weapon, straighten it out, use it to maybe gather some stuff out of the top of a tree. Lots of different uses for it. I got a little tube here with some needles on the side, and then hooks, swivels, and sinkers. Got a little button compass. It's you're not going to be getting real precise with it, but it will get you in your cardinal directions pretty well. I got a cut down magnesium fire starter. I just took a larger block and chopped it up a little bit, and then it has its own little saw blade striker here. Got a little spool of braided fishing line. I think this is maybe 50-pound test. Got this little guy right here. This is a little loaf pan. You get them in your pan aisle at your grocery store. It's very good for boiling water, a lot better than aluminum foil. And then inside I have Gerber breast milk bags and some large oven bags. Very good for collecting our water and storing the potable water that we make. Along those same lines, I have some micro pure tabs. I have 4 tabs, so that'll give me 4 liters of water. I have some safety pins and a few extra large split shot. Very handy for repairs, fishing, traps, all sorts of uses for safety pins. Then I have some stainless steel wire, snares, repairs, lots of uses for wire as well, pot hangers. Then I have a wire saw. Now this is one of the quality stranded wire saws. Iowa Woodsman has an excellent wire saw video. I will link it in the box. Watch that video and then get yourself a wire saw. They really are a useful tool. Just a little aerosol baggie full of petroleum jelly cotton balls. Some duct tape. What can't you do with this stuff, you know? It's just on a little piece of cardboard. Got me a Swiss Army knife. This one here happens to be the Victorinox Huntsman. It has the awl and a saw blade. Any Swiss Army knife worth carrying in the woods has this guy right here and that guy. So it also has a small metal match attached to it. Have my signal mirror here. Small candle stub. This is a Pink Lady candle. You can use it for fire starting. The wax has lots of different uses for that as well. And then to cover our #1 survival priority, shelter. I have a space blanket here. Shelter, you can make a poncho out of it. Lots of different things, lots of uses for this guy. And that should be it. So there we go. Here's the contents of it. Like I said, there's no edible food or first aid, so that's kind of the thing about it. You work with the size of your pouch, and I chose this one kind of an emergency sort of way. I wanted to have some signaling in there, and it covers shelter and fire and water. So there you go. I hope this gives you some ideas and can get you on your way to making your own belt pouch survival kit. Also, just recently I broke 100 subscribers, and I want to say thank you to all you guys. That's really a big accomplishment for me, that everyone is interested enough in the videos I'm putting out to subscribe to them. So a big thank you goes out to you guys, and I hope you guys are having a good day, and take care now.